in the camper van. I had this engraved hip flask for him, but he went off on the pool the night after we finished, so I didn't get a chance to give it to him. So would you please give a huge reception, because without him, we wouldn't have raised the 60 grand we did. So please give it up for Yorkshire's very own Sam Fletcher. Cool. He said, I hope
think it shoots a break. Yeah.
Thank you, Hazel. Good evening, everybody. What a fantastic
atmosphere
we have here in the Barbican for what promises to be an absolute classic.
Junhui to break.
And along with myself, guiding you through the first 4 frames this evening, we've got 1997 world champion Ken Doherty.
Oh, thank you, Sean, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to what I'm sure is going to be a feast of snooker here in the final. This beautiful Barbican Centre here in York. What a match we have in store. Not the opener Ronnie O'Sullivan was hoping for, but hold on. Maybe got away with that, believe it or not. Reds have gone everywhere, but there's nothing straightforward. Yeah, it's just a great reception, isn't it, for both players coming down there, the atmosphere. The crowds in here, Sean, and you've played here, it's just been brilliant all week, haven't they?
No, it's been epic. It's been fantastic. Every session has been pretty much packed, sell out all week. And this crowd were treated to 8 of the best this afternoon. Doesn't matter which player goes on to win tonight, it will be a fantastic match, come what may.
Yeah, and I must say, I was a little bit worried for Junhui earlier on when he lost the second and third frames and went 3-0 behind. But I tell you what, he showed some wonderful temperament to claw himself back on level terms. He's played some great snooker. And if anything, has probably finished the stronger of the 2 players. There's the story of the 8 frames. Lots of big breaks there. 1 century from Ding. But a litany of breaks from both players.
Yeah, and I don't care who you are and how many times you've done this, walking down those steps to such a rapturous applause will do funny things to the hairs on the back of your neck. It'll take you a few seconds to calm down, no matter how experienced you are. And that was close, just top side. Now, will Ronnie be interested in this mid-distance red? Or will he keep the fight going for something a bit easier?
Yeah, I just think the fact that maybe, as we look at, it's well over half an hour since Ronnie last potted the ball. I think the fact that the black was sort of tied up, there was no value in taking that on, so a good safety shot, and this is a really good line. Very good line. He has left the red into this left corner pocket, but very difficult to take this on, not knowing where the cue ball is going to finish. Yeah, just a containing safety shot. And as long as he doesn't leave anything into that left centre, which he may have done, he's given Ronnie a free shot here. So first, half chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
One.
Excellent pot there from Ronnie O'Sullivan to end his drought. Oh, and that's a very good one too. Not just the pot, but to get the necessary spin on to miss the pink. That was some shot.
4.
Yeah, he's going to need another good one here. He's got to cue this nicely. Oh, well
5.
played. Oh, well, look at the cue ball. Needs to slow up. Oh, that's no good. Hit it too well. This time, I don't think you can take the brown on. I don't think you take anything on it. It'll just be trickling in behind the green and try and get a snooker.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
He may be on this red, you know, it might be worth taking this red on. Screw him back towards the bulk area. Oh, he did, and as he got lucky. Not this time.
It's very thin, this red. I wonder if Ronnie can control the cue ball down the table for the black. It's potable to the right hand corner.
One.
Played it very well. I'm not sure if the black spot's available for when it gets respotted. Referee Rob Spencer just checking. Was not enough room on the black spot. Got that little device in there to show him the correct size. Must just be enough room on that pink spot. And a word for Rob, he's done a fantastic job
8.
so far in this match. One of our best referees, and it's a big night for him. This is his first Triple Crown final. And a wonderful moment for Rob and his family.
Yeah, one of the nice guys. Well deserved.
9.
You see, so much chalk came off Ronnie's tip there. Trail of it. And got into the cue ball. He'll probably want to brush that piece of chalk. And you can see it on the bay. It's just it's quite a lot come off the tip. It's not straightforward, this. I mean, black is tied up, so the cue ball's got to do a little bit of work here.
$15.
He's played this really well. He could have easily ran into the yellow there, but he's judged that pretty good.
$21.
Well, that's just another magnificent shot, left-handed. I mean, you almost take it for granted when Ronnie plays left-handed now, but even those shots, he's got to do a little bit of work with the cue ball, and still manages to strike it so pure.
$26. 27.
Yeah, nice shot this on the long blue to the yellow pocket
32.
by Ronnie. He's screwed into a position now that you'd think his next pot on the red will lead him to the black. That's a great shot, played with force in stun and left-hand side to widen the angle. It's just a bit complicated to stay for the black to the right middle. That red nearest the corner pocket causing a few problems. Decided to get out of there.
Well, he'll settle for
38.
that. Got too much side spin on it, but it's okay. Another wonderful shot. He's going to require another blue up into the yellow pocket, screw back for these two loose reds left of the black. Oh, this is good stuff from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's desperate to get the black, but at the moment
44.
just can only concentrate on the blue. Oh, he's having to work hard for this break.
45.
Quick glance at the score, 50 points in the lead, so blue, red, blue.
$50. $51.
This time he may have to go in and out of bulk around 3 cushions with the red at the bottom of the little cluster. Needs to move, needs to go. Has it got the pace? Has it got the pace?
56.
Maybe. Has he got enough of it? Oh, just about. Just about. It wiped its feet, but it was good enough. What a start. We were expecting fireworks. And as
62.
usual, the rocket delivers.
63.
This is incredible break.
Yeah, and it's taken a while, but he finally got to get the black off the pink spot. Just shows you don't always have to chase it.
70. 71.
And wouldn't it be typical to kick things off with a century?
$78. $79.
Incredible shot. Absolutely incredible shot.
Stop it, stop it.
$84. Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Not too
84.
bothered about the yellow. No century, but a great break of 84 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Extends his lead again in the match to 5-4.
Thank you. The 10th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Yes. 10 is the magic number to lift that beautiful UK Championship trophy. The players walk by as they come into the arena. Ronnie, 7 times the winner. Junhui, he's won it 3 times. Both have a great history, a great affinity here in York. Great affinity with the Barbican Centre. Seems to inspire them. There's a quite an unusual stat. Tournament safety success, both players on exactly the same, 82%. That's quite incredible after a week snooker. If you're in the 80s, Sean, with your safety, you know it's in good nick.
I wouldn't know.
I think the good thing about Ding today, that anything that Ronnie has thrown at him, he's able to take it on board and throw his own back. Ronnie is all too aware of that. He's trying to concentrate on every safety shot. Doesn't want to leave an easy pot. Concentrating not to leave any reds over corner pockets every time he plays safety. And I always say, no matter how good you are, talented you are, you can always do with a little bit of luck. You can't beat it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
In a bit of trouble here, Junhui. I think he can maybe swerve around the brown and hit that red in the middle of the table, but to find a red to rest on, it's very difficult here. Trying to rest on the red behind the pink, needs a full ball contact. And that looks very good. Great escape. Fluked red before was a little bit lucky. That was also nearly extremely lucky. Caught that all wrong, hit the bump of the middle pocket, nearly finished behind the yellow. I'm sure Ding just taking that extra few seconds there to compose himself. I'm sure he'll be going for this long red. Well, the one down the left-hand side of the table near the left-hand cushion is the one to play. That's the more aggressive shot. Leads him to the blue. This red's harder, but has an air of safety about it. Now, as we watch that cue ball just stop short of the corner pocket, that shot selection there from Junhui tells us that he's just erring on the side of safety here at the moment. The red to play was the one nearer the cushion, no question about that. I know Sullivan will be picking up on that message.
Oh, this has gone wrong unless he gets cover from the green. As he left the red over the right centre. Oh, he may have got cover. He has. And once again, he's been very fortunate there. It could be slight swerve. It's dangerous. He's going to play the containing safety shot, but he's going to leave a possible pot for Ronnie playing the shot. No doubt about it. And Ronnie, the form that he's in, won't refuse many shots like this. He's got a shot into the middle. He's got the shot along the rail.
Well, he had a look there at potentially potting this red and screwing into the red next to the black. That'd be some shot. Oh, and he just caught the red slightly too thick. And that's why he missed the cannon. That was a really good pot at that pace. Just pots the red to the left half of the pocket. That changes the path of the cue ball. And that was a big shot with the red hanging over the pocket.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, one. One.
Yeah, this is exactly what Ding needed, an easy starter and get his hand on the table, pot a few balls just to settle himself down. Got a few loose reds to play on here, so it shouldn't be a problem. We've got the blue after his next red. I'm sure he'll try and get back on his spot.
Four.
Just wondering if when he pots this red, leaves an angle on the blue, does he play to try and maybe bring the pink into play? It's a big target, those three reds around the pink, and black's tied up. He'd like to have pink or black back in the open.
Five. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have the best angle there, but somewhere down the road, he's
10.
got to try and bring pink or black into play as soon as possible.
$11.
He looks very straight on this blue, and if he is bolt straight, that's a mistake. Can he force an angle at all? Slightest of angles there. So playing that with screw and right hand side to spin the cue ball down towards these reds.
60. 17.
Just asking referee Rob Spencer to clean that cue ball. And this is a part of the game that has kind of disappeared in recent seasons. You don't see it much, but you can clearly see the debris that's on the table. And the cue ball picking it up as it travels round.
$22.
I'd suggest that at some stage soon he needs to try and make something happen here regards the pink and the black. Don't think he'll get very far just using the blue. It's possible to clear up, but very, very difficult. A little slow cannon to the pink or something just to bring them into play is what's needed soon.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he wanted to do it a bit earlier, but got a bit straight on the blue. He has a nice angle. He could attempt to go into a couple of reds or the pink here. And maybe he just wants to pick a few of them off at the moment. Yeah, he's being slightly conservative. Maybe it. Well, he did have a look at the possibility of the 2-ball plant next to the pink into this left corner. No, that can't be made.
$29.
Well, that certainly helps. Bringing that red up nicely on the brown.
Yeah, and it also freed the red. It's 2 from the black as well, so that's now in play, and it wasn't before that shot. But it's going to be very, very difficult to win this frame at this visit just using the blue and bought colours.
33. $34.
I was just going to say, it's very similar. Some type of break that Ronnie had in the very first frame. He only had the blue to play with for quite a long time. Exactly like Ding now. If he can play this red, he may be able to nudge the
39.
red just to the right of the black. Black is available, and this would really open up things. Very well worked out. Eventually got there. He's had to work hard, but once again his cue ball has been exemplary. He's just checking the spot. So if the black is potted, when it's re-spotted, maybe that top red is not pottable. So that's why he doesn't want to take a chance. He's playing for the bottom red, and this will tell him as soon as Rob Spencer puts the black. Well, it won't go on its spot, will it? Or will it? Maybe it will. The top red is still pottable into the left corner.
47. $48.
Yeah, I don't think it is possible. So Ding purposefully leaving the angle on the black here that he can just nudge that red out of the way. Just grazed it a little bit thinner than he intended, and that's gone slightly more awkward than he wanted to.
55.
See 53 ahead, 59 remaining, so he only wants this red to leave O'Sullivan needing snookers, but he'd love to add a colour to it just to guarantee the frame.
$56.
He won't be potting a colour from there. So, 54 the lead, 51 remaining. 1 4-point penalty snooker needed by O'Sullivan. I'm sure he'll come back to the table.
Ding Junhui, 56.
Not too sure about that safety shot. I prefer to get that black safe, maybe on a side cushion. Making it more difficult for Ronnie O'Sullivan, should he get the opportunity. However, there's a chance here. Oh. So Ronnie concedes. He doesn't want to play for snookers. He's had enough, and a good break from Ding Junhui in the end was enough to get his first frame on the board tonight. And once again, back on level terms, 5-all.
Okay. Thank you. The 11th frame. Ding Junhui to break. One.
Delightful long rep from O'Sullivan. It was touch and go as to whether he could pop this red and avoid cannoning into the red and black, but he played this perfectly. Missed the black by a whisker. Not a hugely appetising table just yet. He's going to have to manufacture something here very soon. I think the black's available to the left-hand corner pocket. Not sure about the red above it.
Four. Five.
Well, you see, black and red both go, so that's good news for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Black still pots in the right corner as well. Needs to be have a straight shot on this red to get down for the black angle.
No. So.
Oh, that's just so good. That's just so good. The action on the cue ball was perfect.
I just think people almost forget, Ken, that he played that with his wrong hand. I think we're so used to it.
60.
with O'Sullivan. He switches hands. No one really notices anymore. It's incredible. If you tried to play that shot with the wrong hand, you could be there all day.
This is a more difficult shot he's playing here. Well, he's played it well.
17.
Yeah, it's okay. Didn't have the right angle on the red into right centre. We saw a couple of shots earlier that top red pots there, you see it.
It's telling though, isn't it, Ken? Because the red to the middle from the previous shot was a much easier shot. And Ronnie chose to play that much more difficult red for black. And I think that linked to the
24.
somewhat premature concession in the previous frame gives us an indication that he just wants to get on with things tonight, doesn't want to get bogged down, he's going for it, wants to be in his rhythm.
25.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think that was a signal in itself. He wants to win it in one visit, not trying to win frames and burn up a lot of energy trying to play for snookers.
And that's always been the O'Sullivan way, hasn't it? For him, it's not just about winning. He wants to win his way.
32.
Not happy to just scrape over the line. Wants to win with flamboyance and put on a great show.
$33.
But this isn't getting any easier. Tried to dislodge more reds there and potted the red into the thick part of the pocket, so the cue ball went straighter and didn't dislodge the reds. Having to force this round off 2 cushions for the loose red, and he's played this nicely. But he's going to have to moving reds after this shot. Nothing else pots.
40.
Yeah, as we see the view from the back of the Barbican centre. He's got to get low on this black here. It's missable, this red. He's concentrating on position. Yeah, it was missable. He changed his mind. He changed his mind.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Instead of going low on the black, he
False.
decided to screw back with the blue. A little bit of frustration creeping in. It's not a good sign. It's a good sign for Ding.
One.
Now Ding take advantage. A wonderful shot. Perfect on the blue. Split these reds. He's got to hit that pink full ball.
Just needs to be careful here, Ken. If he hits the pink full on the nose, the red underneath it will go close to this right-hand corner pocket. That's gone probably about as badly as it could. Can he get through to the red closest to the corner pocket? It's very, very thin if he can. Well, he can, but this is extremely thin.
Got to be careful of the in-off in the left centre. Could go close. Oh, they were praying for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Yeah, well, not a great split. Just hit that pack wrong off the blue for Ding Junhui. Lost control of the cue ball. Just making sure Ronnie O'Sullivan, even though the ball is virtually over the pocket, and sort of going towards the right side of the pocket rather than being in the middle of it. He's got to judge this perfectly. The black does pot. He's got the pink as well. Doesn't want to overscrew it. He's okay.
And Junhui will be very, very frustrated, sat in his chair now, having had that chance. O'Sullivan missed his previous red with the rest. He reacted a bit to it and threw the rest on the table, giving out with frustration. And to only make 6 from that opportunity, Ding will be very, very annoyed with himself.
No.
Yeah, having an anxious look there, just to see what sort of an angle. He needs an angle on his pink just to drop onto the 2 reds that are close together. Separate them. And hopefully leave a red into the middle. And that looks pretty good. He's got to play a little, I'm potting this red, just a little cannon on the red just to the left and hold for the pink once again into the opposite middle.
$60.
Quick glance at the score. He's 50 points in the lead. Still 67 remaining.
$22. 23.
Yeah, at least needed a couple of chances, Ronnie.
29.
Ding had a half chance to split off the blue. Didn't work out the way he wanted.
30. $37. 38. $45. 46.
Beautifully struck shot there to screw the cue ball out for the black.
53. 54. 60.
Certainly not hanging around. Average frame time is
62.
just above the 14-minute mark. Played at a brisk pace from both players.
65.
Ronnie in full flow.
69. 74. 80. 87 on the
A very nice clearance, but after an early Ronnie O'Sullivan mistake, Ding had that chance to land the counter blow. He only scored 6 from it, and Ronnie did the rest. Once again, it's advantage O'Sullivan.
What a career Ronnie O'Sullivan has had, and he's still going. He won this tournament 30 years ago, would you believe? And could possibly, he won it when he was the youngest player ever to win the UK Championship, and if he wins it tonight, Sean, he's going to be the oldest player as well. It's quite incredible.
Incredible, isn't it? I remember watching it as a boy, and of course it inspired a whole generation, myself included. We were on that path and the journey, myself and Mark Selby and Stephen Maguire and that generation. And we just thought, well, here's this guy. He was a junior player not that long ago, and there he was beating Stephen Hendry in the UK Championship final.
I used to practice with him when he was just 12 years of age. His father used to send a taxi for me, go around the house,
Ronnie O'Sullivan
give him a few games, and even then you could tell
please.
What a great player and what a great future he was going to have. And he's still at the very pinnacle of the game and still producing magical, mercurical snooker.
Options here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Can play the long red to the right corner, potentially stun behind the black for the black into that corner. Or the red near the blue. He desperately wants to get down for the black. 72% long pot success through the tournament. That's very good. Take into account how many long pots he's probably played in the week. That one's got away from him. And has he got cover? Don't think so.
He's definitely on this red. And he likes the red just underneath the pink. Pots into this right corner pocket. Well, I say he potted, but he's hit the reds on the way into the pocket.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that was quite a dubious shot selection in the end. I think he wanted to play the red into the right-hand corner pocket, but we've talked about it all week. He's got this little idiosyncrasy in his cue action. Sometimes struggles to let the cue go at the back end, and chose to play the stroke shot rather than the shot into the other corner that required a lot of screw back. And it's risky, Ken, isn't it? If you get to the stage where your technique is dictating which type of shot you play, spells disaster.
Yeah, I don't think he was confident on taking the other red. But he's definitely on this red here. It's cuttable. Oh, he's unlucky.
Whoa.
Just that kiss on the red. He's lost the cue ball. So just a safety shot. Just misses that red and goes off the cushion. He could have been on brown or yellow. I'll try and get that cue ball in the middle of the ball cushion. Try and use the brown as some sort of cover. But keep the cue ball tight on the ball cushion.
Junhui.
That's no good.
Well, that's always the risk when you play that shot and you break into the reds and get them moving around the table. You don't really know where they're going to finish. Of course, one's finished right over the corner pocket. No problem for Ding to go cushion first and just clip the red in, but where does the cue ball finish? Very tough to control.
Yeah, it's a shot you got to play, but you're trusting a little bit of luck here. A lot of traffic to miss here. Oh, he's going to try and play and land on the black, is he? There's the cue ball. Yeah. Very difficult to land on the black there, Sean. I thought maybe play with a bit of pace and hopefully get it out in the middle of the table for blue at least.
Blue ball, thank you.
Yeah, I completely agree. Everything had to go right there, didn't it? Would have been forgiven for just hitting it a bit harder and chancing to luck a little bit.
Ding Junhui 1.
Yeah, good safety though. This is not easy. Very difficult. Full length of the table. He's got a perfect connection on this red. Very difficult to get that back to the bulk area, so he's forced a mistake from Ronnie O'Sullivan here. Ding Junhui. There's any time when Ding has to use a lot of power. Sometimes he can just lose the cue action a little bit. He's going to need a little bit of cue power here if he tries to screw the red in. If he's played it with topspin, it's not too bad. Still missable though, this. Has he left anything? Is anything available into this left corner pocket? Ronnie having a quick look. Oh, I think that red is available, and he could be on the black as well. So chance here.
It's very, very tight, isn't it? Not just to pot on this red, but to try and pot the black from that side is very tight as well. So Rob Spencer will be on hand to check. There's no infringement. Yeah, he doesn't like it, you see. He knows it's difficult from that side. Be some shot to get the cue ball onto the back cushion and through that little gap for the black into the opposite corner. Yeah, he was always running into traffic. Ding's got away with one there. When he missed his previous shot, couldn't have really left it in a more awkward place.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Well, I know he was trying to pop that red and stun the cue ball round the angles, but that was asking a lot there. That was extremely difficult, and I don't think he's got away with this one.
No, this red pots, but Needs a little bit of care and attention. This is not a gimme. Oh, nicely in the middle. Oh, and a nice kiss on the red as well. It still would have been on the blue, of course, but a lovely full ball kiss on that red. Let's hold for the pink. What a chance now to extend his lead and
7.
go 2 up into the mid-session interval.
Eight. 14. 15. 22.
Doesn't really have much work to do here. It's just a matter of just keeping that cue ball under
23.
close control. You see those 2 reds are both available into the left centre. That's why he's tried to get on. He can play for pink here off one of them and come back for the black if he wishes.
30. 31. 37. 38.
Yeah, and we've seen enough snooker over the years to know it can go wrong at a moment's notice, but you wouldn't think it would go wrong here.
44.
Quick glance at the score. He knows he doesn't need any of the safe reds. There's plenty of loose reds available to get to snooker's required stage. They have to pot this blue and take the cue ball in and out of balk here. I wanted to be straighter on this blue. The fact that the yellow is off the spot certainly helps.
50. 51. 56.
So 51 ahead. This red will put him 52 ahead, with only 51 remaining.
57.
Yeah, it should be enough. You definitely want to pot this pink though. Maybe one more red to stop Ding coming back to the table. Yeah, excellent shot.
63. 64.
It was only really a couple of long ball attempts from Ding really that sort of let him down. And can't beat himself up too much. But he's going to have it up to do when he comes back after the interval.
71. 72.
He's going to leave the double.
79.
Maybe a treble. No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 79.
Well, it's a lovely break from Ronnie O'Sullivan. 79. It's been a wonderful 4 frames. And it's the former champion who goes in to the interval leading 7 frames to 5.
المتاع الدنيا قليل والآخرة خير لمن اتقى ولا تظلمون فتيلا. ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا
قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. قل لن يصيب
ربنا ولا تحمل إني توكلت على الله ربي وربكم ما من دابة إلا هو آخذ بنا بناصيتها
قل لن يصيب
قل متاع الدنيا قليل قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا ذا وقب ولسوف يعطيك
وما كان ربك نسيا
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا
وما كان ربك
الله لا
ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا
أينما تكونوا يدرككم الموت ولو كنتم في بروج مشيدة وأنزلنا من المعصرات ماء قال لا تخاف والصابرين في البأس إني توكلت على الله ربي وربكم ما إنك ميت وإنهم ميتون ثم إنكم يوم القيامة فوربك
أينما تكون
إني توكل والصابرين في البأس قال لا يحملن وأنزلنا من إنك فوربك
أينما
حرمت عليكم فاصبر صبرا جميلا إنهم يرونه بعيد والعصر إن
يا أيها الناس اذكروا نعمة الله
يا موسى إنه أنا الله العزيز قل متاع الدنيا قليل لا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة واركعوا مع الراكعين أتأمرون الناس بالبر وتنسون يا موسى إنه أنا الله العزيز الحكيم
يا موسى إنه أنا الله العزيز الحكيم وألق عصاك فلما رآها تهتز كأنها جان ولا مدبرا ولم يعقب يا موسى لا تخف إني لا يخاف لدي المرسلون إلا من ظلم ثم بدل حسنا بعد سوء فإني غفور رحيم وأدخل يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء في 9 آيات
تنسون أنفسكم وأنتم تتلون الكتاب
خۆتان ئاگاتان لێ بوو مامەم نەجمەدین کو ئەمین دەرکرد لە ماڵ
شانم بەڕاستی ناڕەعات
والله وين راسي بدك تسيد هذا الكلام براكم ناوي يجي باجا لبو زودين وزيد البازان قاعد رزقار جديد دا لبو جيدا نبي بقول ودي باجا لبو زودين وزيد البازان قاعد رزقار جديد دا لبو جيدا نبي بقول ودي باجا لبو زودين وزيد البازان قاعد رزقار جديد دا لبو جيدا نبي بقول ودي
ئیتالیان بازار دووبارە داشکانێکی یەکجار بێ وێنەی ڕاگەیان برنجی ئازەدرای 4 کیلۆنی و 6,000 ئیتالیان بازار دووبارە داشکانێکی یەکجار بێ وێنەی ڕاگەیان برنجی ئازەدرای 4 کیلۆنی و 6,000 ئیتالیان بازار دووبارە داشکانێکی یەکجار بێ وێنەی ڕاگەیان برنجی ئازەدرای 4 کیلۆنی و 6,000
You certainly will, Hazel. Welcome back, everyone.
Thank you. 13th frame. Junhui to break.
I've enjoyed every frame of this final. It's been a terrific tussle. And Ronnie, well, he had breaks of 84, 87 and 79 and winning 3 of the 4 frames. He's got a healthy 2-frame advantage, but the way Ding has been playing throughout this tournament, there's an awful lot left in that young player's locker. Has that red just ran past the middle pocket? Or does it still cut in? The one next to the black is available. It's a thin cut, that one into the middle. I don't think the white will go into the corner if he pots it. But he's got to be aware of that corner pocket here.
Whoa.
Only just avoided it.
Well, he's looking at the blue to right middle, knowing that the cue ball is going to be going into those 2 reds to the right, the pink. Then it's you're kind of trusting to luck a little bit, whether you're going to be in a red or not. You just got to concentrate on the pot and just hope the position works out here.
He is so unlucky there.
6.
What a brave shot that was to take on. It's worth another look. That was so difficult. He knew he was canning the 2 reds that Stephen suggested, but not very favourably. Very unlucky to finish almost straight on this one. But what it tells us, Stephen, he's in an attacking frame of mind, is Ding Junhui.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to put pressure on his opponent by being negative in his play at this stage of the match. 2-frame deficit. He's got to start making things happen, you think?
Well, it's a good safety shot, but it's put the black in an awkward spot. Terrific length of the cue ball. And what a test of cueing this is. Now, he's playing the safety shot. Quite rightly so. And that really has opened the Reds up. Well, that's the first error. He played that with an awful lot of side to try and avoid canning into the Reds. The Reds are perfect, but the colours are far from ideal.
One.
The pink might just be available. Doesn't look like it, but there you clearly can see there's plenty of room. I've noticed with Ding Junhui in this final, Stephen, he just seems to be falling into the position with the shot, walking around the table, and he just looks so confident. And his cue action is terrific. I know we talk about that little hesitation, but he's coping so well with it. He looks so good out there.
Yeah, 22 seconds average shot time is pretty quick. He's getting on with it.
Forcing.
He's been incredible this week. Whenever he's been behind in matches, he's showed unbelievable character.
$50. $21.
That little cannon has worked out very well. Left him on this easy red to the middle. Brought the pink back onto its spot.
22.
If he plays for the red below the pink, that will then have the pink available to all four pockets, two middles, two corners, and that's the ideal situation when the black's out of commission. The choice of four pockets to pot the pink in just makes the winning this frame of one visit so much easier. Not played for the bottom red this time, which is I'm a little bit surprised at, because even if he's not on it properly, he's got two reds to the left corner. Gonna go back up for blue again.
28.
And he's just travelled a little bit too far.
33.
Just a little bit further away from his intended red here, simply because of the angle he left on the blue.
$34.
And that's finished a little awkward. He might be able to drop the pink in and hold for the red that's just to the right of the black there and towards this cushion. Just a little delicate one. So the last few shots he's having to work a little bit harder.
40.
To keep getting back into position. Needs another good one here.
$41.
Once again, that's gone a little bit too far for the pink. So now he's got to go in and out of the balk area when potting the blue to hopefully get on that red that's near the pink. Got the other one as well, though. Now let's see the white. Keep spinning. Needs to keep spinning.
46.
Well, he's finally on the red that I thought he should have played for a few shots ago. And still, it's not straightforward, positional side of this shot. He's not made this break as easy as it could have been.
Thank you.
But he's refusing to leave the table. He just keeps potting balls.
47.
Well, now just the one easy red to the right of the black to get on. Needs to pull up. Yeah, hitting the black will help.
52.
So he's picked off all the nice easy reds. Oh. No, he was concentrating on the cue ball there.
52.
Took his eye off that red. He was only a few pots away from securing the frame with one visit. There's plenty on for Ronnie O'Sullivan, but have a look at the way the table's sitting. They're quite awkward.
Well,
how many times have we seen this man clear up from impossible positions?
Full. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
He's a bit reluctant to bring any of the safe reds into play. That's why he's played that shot. There hasn't been too many tactical battles. A lot of the frames have been won with one visit. Pretty good shot there from Ronnie. He's got Junhui in a spot of bother here. Playing off a couple of cushions for the single red. Yeah, he didn't want to move those other safe reds. Does this red cut? Can he see enough of it? Oh, that's very tight. I mean, it was a clever little shot from Ronnie. It's freed the two reds, but can he flick this in? No, just the safety. Just while this little safety battle's going on, I think one of the things that I haven't seen with Ding throughout his whole career, he's really enjoying it out there. And against Judd Trump, he went to climb on the table and made a joke about it. You'd never see him do that, and had a bit of fun with Mark Williams. So he's really enjoying his game at the moment, Stephen.
Yeah, what we've all said. I mean, he just loves this venue, loves this competition. Feels very comfortable here. And it was, you see this plan, which, well, he's 55 points ahead, needs a colour. But yeah, given the fist in the air when he potted the winning ball last night against Judd, it was amazing to see. Clever little shot there, but it's a little bit of pressure on this pink.
Junhui 1.
Well, he was a bit reluctant to play on that red next to the brown. He knew how difficult the pot was. He was just trying to make sure of the pink there, which would have been enough. There was no point in trying to play a position and leave Ronnie an easy starter. But he's still got this one into this corner. See the reaction to Ronnie there with what he was doing with his cue, just sort of telling us he didn't push the cue through in a straight line. He sets such a high standard for himself.
One.
Definitely not going away in this final. This was an important key frame.
6.
And he's taking it.
7. $11.
Doesn't really matter about that. Ronnie signals to the referee and concedes. So Ding Junhui, he needed that frame and he's took it, and now he's just one frame behind at 7-6. It's hard to believe it's 20 years since this player appeared on your screens, and what a wonderful career he's had, and what a fantastic global ambassador for the game of snooker, and a wonderful ambassador for his country.
Thank you. Take your seats, please. Frame 14. Get to your seats as quick as you can, please.
Junhui had been left as red to right corner. It's a pretty comfortable shot, really. I think the top pros would expect to get this 7-8 out of 10. I think. Yep.
One.
Hand on the table. Expect to pot those. There's a cue ball to stop short of the baulk colours, which it has. Coming around to see if the red next to the black is available, or if indeed the black pots, which I don't think it does, to the right corner.
Four.
Yeah, that shows you black's not available, and indeed I don't think the red is either.
Five.
The break-off shot is so important these days because of the standard the players are playing to. That red seems to be left so many times, and the practice it, as Stephen said, all the time.
11.
It was one of the reasons that Mark Williams decided to break off and just nestle into the back of the reds, but it wasn't a bad break-off shot, but it was a half chance for Ding Junhui. How's your luck, Ding?
$16.
Could have been better. Didn't quite catch the pink full ball. Referee having a close look there. But not a problem.
17.
Now it's a good chance.
Yeah, not the best of splits, but the most important thing, he opened the black up, which is he's now going to take advantage of.
23. $24.
Well, it's 4 AM in China, Dennis, but I bet there's still millions of people glued to this. Ding Junhui trying to get level in this final.
Yeah, the viewing figures will be astronomical because Ronnie O'Sullivan is so well thought of in China as well, almost as popular as Ding Junhui.
32.
There's 3 loose reds, but he's got a good angle here, so well, he might still go into them knowing Ding Junhui. Oh, where's the red? Almost dropped in the middle pocket, but he's got them open now, and a wonderful chance. You can see the white stop and then spin back, but nearly knocked that red in.
$40. 44. $45. $51.
Just a little bit of a stretch there, so we need the extension on the cue just to help things along here.
$52.
I said in the first frame, I just hope both players play some of their best snooker, because this crowd at the Barbican Centre deserve that. They deserve a great final, and they're going to get one because they've both played extremely well. Okay, just one century break, but a host of frame-winning breaks from both players.
58. $59.
Yeah,
66.
Absolutely captivated by this match. Two of the
67.
The greatest break builders in world snooker. One you could definitely call the greatest of all time. Over 1,200 centuries. And Ding himself is a phenomenal scorer. It's just
74.
Amazing to me, Dennis, that he came into this tournament, had to qualify. I know he's ranked 17 in the world. I mean, what is going on? He's world class.
Yeah, I'm along with you. He still should be in the top 8, at least the top 8 in the world. And when you see him play like this, he's certainly back to his brilliant best.
There's been a lot of Chinese players in the last 10, 15 years.
88.
In my opinion, this player is still head and shoulders above them all.
89.
His cue ball control in this break
96
has been superb.
97.
Another fantastic century break from Ding Junhui. It doesn't matter that he's going to be snookered on the yellow. He's made the century break. He's going to just hit the brown. It doesn't really matter. Well, you can't do better than that. You get one chance and you make a century break. But more importantly, he's back all square. It's 7 frames each.
Thank you. The 15th frame. Ding Junhui to break.
Well, we started off the best of 19. And it's now down to the best of 5 frames to see who's going to lift this year's Mr. Q UK Championship.
Yeah, sure.
Just spotted something on the cue ball that was just in his eye line. If he's going to think about taking this red on, it's a very risky one, because to get round the back of the black and reds, he'd have to hit it perfectly. That is a wonderful opening pot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. What a cracker that was. Sometimes it was show you the shot again. Ronnie goes back and sits down when the referee's got a tricky little spotting job to find the correct place for the pink there. Rather than stand at the table, he goes and sits in his seat. See, it's got to go as near to that spot in a direct line. Without touching that red there. Is that right in the middle of the spots? Maybe just another fraction. There, we can see it.
Thank you. 7.
It's a wonderful chance.
8.
Yeah, you get the feeling the rest of this final will be like a boxing match. It'll be blow for blow. Because you fancy they're just, it looks like they're just starting to bring the best out of each other now.
50. 60.
As you said, Dennis, this is an excellent chance. Still 6 reds available before even thinking about playing some sort of cannon into the bunch.
23.
It's not really the way Ronnie break builds anyway
24.
These days. He doesn't go into the pack at the first opportunity. He trusts his cue ball control, which is obviously the best there is. You know, go into the bunch when he feels it's right. Be up for the blue this time.
$32. 37. 38.
Still to make his own century break in this final. Made countless 70s, 80s, 90s, but no century yet. Maybe a brave person to bet against it here.
40. 41.
That's the breaks that we've had this evening. And this is quite a tough game, but I'll tell you what, they're both making it look so easy
48.
at the moment.
49. $56. 57. $62. 63.
I'm not sure about that little triangle of reds. If the one to the left's available, we'll find out the way Ronnie plays this shot. He's played for the red to the left of the three.
70.
They might just be covering each other, so. Yeah, they won't go into
71.
this pocket, so. One of them might go into the left middle pocket. We've got the one out to the right, which is okay. Oh, that one does go to the middle, and it clears the path for the one next to it.
78. 79.
Yeah, these last two frames have been an absolute masterclass in break building from these two great cuemen.
86.
A clinic in cue ball control.
87.
Well, it's an absolute treat to be sitting here with the 7 times world champion commentating on this snooker, because it is wonderful.
$92. 93.
It just felt inevitable. The century was coming here. It looks like it's going to stop at 100. Unless you can find some sort of double, treble. But another wonderful break. What a match we're getting with these two players. Incredible. Ronnie Sullivan goes ahead again. One frame at 8-7.
Thank you. The 16th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
And once again, he leaves that red for the right corner, only this time, I don't know if Junhui can get round the back of the black. Might just be able to, if he pots it. I don't think he even attempted the pot there, because he knew he was going to cannon into the red and black.
Foul. You miss. I'll check it, Ronnie.
Ronnie thinks it touched.
Okay. That's right.
You can always check it on the monitor.
Jim, have you got it on there for me? Can you show it me on there?
Can you show Rob the replay?
Rob's coming around to have a look at it.
Just the camera 4 angle.
I don't know if the camera managed to pick that up or not.
Just Rob's looking in if you find it right.
We can show you if it moved. Oh.
Can you just go back?
Let's see. Oh.
I can't see it move on.
Do you know it might have moved?
I think it moved.
Yeah?
I think it did. I mean, well, if Ronnie's seen
Just
that,
go back again.
he's
Yeah,
got
just
the
follow
perfect eyesight.
Okay, all right. It's not a foul, Ollie. It touched the red.
It touched the red,
Touched the
yeah.
red.
Well, tell you what, Ronnie. Two reds there to the left of the bunch. I don't think they're a plant into the left corner. I think they're going to the left of the pocket as we look at it. That's why Junhui has never even had a look at it. Oh, that's a mistake. But the black's safe. It's not an easy chance by any means, but might be able to get round onto the blue if he goes round the back of this red. He could have finished nicely on the blue. He didn't. He hammered into the...
Whoa.
It looked a natural angle for me to just play it plain ball.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won.
He's left this red along the cushion purposely, well, hoping that it's straight, because there's no way Junhui can get out onto the black. But have a look, there's a slight angle. But still, if he can force this out and leave the black on for the left middle pocket, it would be some shot. I mean, he's got the red that he could take into the right middle, but he seems to fancy this one.
One.
Did reasonably well. Couldn't get it much near to the black.
this may look like it's a pretty comfortable pot on that camera view to left middle, but I can assure you this is very difficult. It gives you a better idea of this pot. Yeah, that was tricky.
King Junhui 8.
Oh, there's just enough for him to get to the potting angle.
Whoa.
Another wonderful piece of cueing there. And even though the pink and black are out of the game, in a few shots' time, if Ronnie can get onto the blue in such a way, he could cannon into the pink and black and open all the game up. So can he find position on the blue from this red to leave an angle to be able to open that pink and black up? Not quite this time.
7.
Thwarted by the ball colours there in that positional shot, and trying to get the cue ball back up this end of the table.
Royal Sullivan 12.
We've had back-to-back centuries, one from either player. Highly unlikely the way the balls are situated here. So the player will win the frame with one visit, but you just never know. They're playing so well.
One.
You just never know. What another cracking long pot.
It was funny, because there was a slight grimace there because he didn't put it in the middle of the pocket when he would have been nicely on the blue had he have done so. It was almost like he was a little bit disappointed with that long red he potted.
4.
Another chance to get the correct side of the blue to then cannon into the pink and black. Watch the side.
5.
He's got the brown there also. That's what he's looking at, although he's looking at the one red that's just to the left that's available. So maybe he might change his plan and open them up this way. This is the key shot now. This could develop everything.
10.
Hasn't dropped perfectly onto the pink. Far from easy, this. But it's there. Well, I said it was going to be highly unlikely it would be a frame-winning break within 3 shots. Have a look at the
18.
table now. Amazing.
Yeah, since Ding Junhui made that century, it's just switched something
24.
on in Ronnie O'Sullivan.
25.
The century break in the previous frame, the 2 absolute stonking long pots in this frame and this break.
31. 32. 38. 39.
I mean, Ding must have felt great making that centre break to draw level, and he's basically been confined to his chair since. He's not really seen a pot. Tough school.
45. 46.
He's been doing this for 30 years. It's remarkable, isn't it?
$52.
48 years of
53.
age. And he's going around the table like he's a 20-year-old.
Yeah, and probably a better competitor.
59.
And winning machine now than he's ever been.
60.
He may not enter every single tournament, but when he does, he's still the man to beat.
67.
Just the yellow that's safe, but there's nothing safe on the table when he's playing like this. But this is a tough one. Stay out white.
74.
He was almost making another century break, but one chance and one visit, and Ronnie O'Sullivan puts himself just 1 frame away from victory.
Thank you. Thank you. 17th frame. Ding Junhui to break.
That's another wonderful safety shot. Just got to be wary of that red, the right side of the table. Doesn't want to be canneling into that with the safety. That's a bit of a concern for him. If that red wasn't there, he'd just get down and play off the side of the bunch, the right side of the table as we look at it. So he doesn't want to be canning into that. He knows that if he makes one more mistake, it could be his last.
Foul.
Not quite sure about that choice.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
Why he didn't play off the pack and just try and get round the back of that red, I'm not sure. But to try a two-cushion escape when he had a shot on was asking a lot.
Whoa.
Well, I did mention one mistake could be costly. Ding Junhui has made that mistake. How costly is it going to be here?
8. Nine.
Yep, this is a
60.
An opportunity to finish this championship off right here and now.
70.
Don't want to go too early, Dennis, but
you know, I knew you were going to mention that, Stephen. I know what you're
24.
thinking.
Be quite special way to win the title.
$25.
Four reds, 4 blacks.
$32. $33.
It's gone deathly quiet in the Barbican Theatre here. It's an awkward pack of reds to go into here. And he's played for a plant, which tells me
40.
He's going to play for the pink here.
41.
Ding Junhui. We go back to making a century, and since then, well, they say don't poke the bear, don't you, Dennis? But he really has. He's inspired something in Ronnie. These have been 3 incredible frames he's produced. It's called finding that gear when it matters.
Thank you. Cheers.
Just about okay. It's a thin one though.
48.
It'll be moving reds, but just be careful of the black. And that's okay. 55. And just listen to the crowd. He's going for his 8th UK title here. That is remarkable.
56. $63.
You kind of knew, didn't you, when he potted that first red?
64.
You just knew. And the Ding had played his last shot.
Yeah, it's amazing. Ding Junhui didn't want to risk playing off the right side of the reds. He might have cannoned the one that's still there. Decided on a 2-cushion escape, and that was his last shot. But both players have played remarkably well in this final. It looked at the start, when Ronnie led 3-0, he was going to walk away with it, but Ding Junhui has played superbly well. Most of his frames have been won with 1 visit, and well done to Ding Junhui. Great to see him back to his best form, but you're just witnessing the greatest genius that's ever picked a snooker cue up here.
88. $94. 95.
Well, another century break. It just keeps getting better and better. Are they going to keep the applause going while he's clearing up? Why not? You're witnessing something very, very special.
Legend.
Well,
109.
So much shout about legend, and he still potted the red. I don't think a legend's a strong enough word for what you're watching here.
117.
Right-handed, left-handed. Averaging 13 seconds a shot, all the way around the angles to get on the blue. Here it comes. Don't hit the pink.
124.
I think these two players will give each other a big hug because they have given us a final that is absolutely incredible. And listen to the crowd here. Just listen to them. Don't go in the pocket. It doesn't matter. that lovely to see? But you can't take it away from the genius that is Ronnie O'Sullivan. He becomes the 2023 Mr. Q UK champion. Brilliantly played, both players. Well done, boys.
What a final. What a contest. Junhui, commiserations from 3-0 and 4-1 down. What a fight you made of it to get to 7-all. But he was just too strong today. Tell us how proud you are, not just of your performance today, but all week. You have fought so hard.
Yeah, so it's very, very good the week. Start from the first match. And I know it's going to be very tough tonight. I missed a couple of shots to win the frames in first sessions and didn't doing well. But I think it's hard match now, so I try to get more points to fight one frame first and then win another frame, see what happens in the first 8 frames. So 4-4 is not too bad, but he played better than tonight.
You nearly didn't play at all, Junhui. You were so unwell here last Saturday. How close to pulling out of this championship really were you?
I remember in my life disappointed if not playing this tournament. That's why I'm trying to play. So.
Well, what a fight you've made of it. And tell us about the confidence levels and what you've learned about yourself this week. Very rarely do we see you beating your chest and showing such emotion. We like this side of Ding Junhui.
I like it. Yes, I like too. I like myself be play like this, and it's very cool. You know.
We think you're pretty cool too. And finally, it's a venue and it's a championship. I know you love here in York. What do you want to say to this crowd who really have taken you to their hearts, not just today, but ever since 2005 here?
Yes, I really take them hard. So, very thanks for every game to support. I love here, love everyone.
2 finals in a row. Come back next year and make it a hat-trick. Thank you, Junhui. Thank you. Ronnie, champion again. Absolutely amazing achievement. What more can we say here? But when you look back over the last few days, the heart and the fight that this man has shown, and he's one of your great pals in this game, what would you like to say about the spirited performance he put up tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's played fantastic all week. You know, I've been watching his games, and you know, his cue ball control is the best ever. He's just never out. It's like watching like computer. You know, when you see a computer, it's just everywhere you want it. You know, it's just it's a pleasure to play Ding. You know, he's such a good man now. You know, he's a boy when I first started playing, but he's a man now. You know, he's a father. A credit to China. You know, all the Chinese lads that come on the tour, they're so polite, so nice, and Ding is, I call him the godfather of Chinese snooker, you know, because, you know, he paved the way for everybody else, you know, to believe that they could come here and do it, you know. So Ding's a massive inspiration to all the snooker players, you know, and, you know, listen, I'm a massive fan of Ding, and it's an honour to play him in the final. I know there's probably millions and millions of people watching in China, so for me, it's a fantastic experience. The crowd here have been fantastic all week. I love playing every minute here, and it's just good. Yeah, I've had a good week.
Ronnie, I can chuck a whole bunch of numbers at you. It's an 8th UK crown, it's a 22nd major, it's a 40th world ranking title, and you're still #1. But what can you tell me? What gives you the greatest pleasure about winning this one? The greatest pleasure about winning this one 30 years after your first time?
I don't know. Each tournament I win and play in, I get great pleasure out of. You know, I've played great all season. You know, the 2 tournaments that I've won, I've probably not played my best stuff. In the other tournaments that I've played in, I've played really well, not won them. So it just shows you what a strange game this is. You know, tonight I just had to come out and just have a good head. I thought, you know, if I'm going to lose, just make Ding earn it. You know, the big crowd here, everyone's watching. You know, give them their money's worth. You know, leave blood, sweat and tears on the table. If I don't win, you know, that's just one of them things. But I come out here and I give it my all. I just love competing, and I love to compete with Ding tonight.
It's a kind of full circle moment, Ronnie, because not only were you the youngest winner of this event, you're now the oldest. Happy anniversary!
Yeah, I know. I mean, I always keep beating myself up because of the age thing. I keep thinking at some point, it's got to stop. I've got to stop winning at some point, but I keep doing all right. So I'll keep going until the wheels fall off,
Well, they're not looking like they're falling off anytime soon. Here he is, the man who is still cutting the mustard, as you like to say, all these years later. Mr. O'Sullivan, an 8-time champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your presentation party, Steve Dawson, Chairman of WST, and James Booth, the Head of Acquisitions at Mr. Q. The runner-up receiving a silver medal and a cheque for £100,000. What a run from Ding Junhui! And the winner, receiving a cheque for £250,000, the trophy and the title, 2023 Mr. Q UK champion, the greatest of all time, Ronnie O'Sullivan. World champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Get it, Ron.